What if your obsession with efficiency is quietly killing your creativity? What if the constant need to produce, to finish, to optimize, and to move faster is flattening the very depth you're trying to create? Today, I'm carving the tail feathers of the snowy owl. Fully visible, no hiding place. And instead of trying to finish it quickly, I'm slowing down. Because sometimes growth doesn't come from doing more. It comes from pruning away the urge to do more. We live in a time that adores output, using automated systems and batch creation, mixed in with some efficiency hacks. The faster you move, the more valuable you must be, or so we are told. But wood doesn't move faster just because we're in a hurry. This is aspen, both soft and quiet, almost humble. It doesn't respond to force, it responds to listening. When I carve these tail feathers, I'm not trying to produce a result. I'm trying to reveal depth. Each contour is a subtraction. The sweep chisel removes what doesn't belong. And maybe that's the real work. Not adding more to our lives, but removing what keeps us empty. The top tail section is exposed. It will be seen from across the room. Oh, there is a temptation here to make it bold, dramatic, and impressive. But depth doesn't come from exaggeration. It comes from a quiet contour. I'm shaping each feather individually. Not to show complexity, but to create movement throughout the contrast. Because light needs a shadow to exist, and stillness needs the form to hold it. And in our lives, growth needs space. We think productivity builds strength, but often it just builds thickness. Contour is different because contour is an intention. When I use a sweep chisel, I'm not attacking the wood. I'm following its curve. There's a rhythm to it, a pulse. If I rush it, the cut tears. If I force it, the grain resists. The wood teaches us restraint. Maybe your life is doing the same. The exhaustion you feel might not be from doing too little. It might be from doing too much without contour. We don't need more activity. We need defining shape. We need inspirational depth. We need to prune the frantic parts that don't belong to who we are becoming. Look closely at these feathers. They are not identical. They move together, but each one has its own rhythm. Organic growth doesn't happen in straight lines. It unfolds, it overlaps, it develops layers of quiet complexity. When we let go of constant productivity, we create room for something slower. Something that is truer, something that cannot be automated. This all doesn't emerge because I work fast. It emerges because I remove what hides it. And perhaps the same is true for you. The version of yourself you're trying to build is already present. It is simply waiting for you to stop rushing and begin carving. This is the paradox. Subtraction creates presence. Slowing down creates strength. Pruning creates growth. And the soul of the wood, like the soul within you, is never forced in existence. It is revealed. You do not need to become more. You need to remove what isn't you. Let the excess fall like shavings to the floor. Let your edges soften. Let your depth emerge slowly. Because the soul is not built. It is uncovered. And it has been waiting beneath the surface all along.